Now, far-left social media influencer Abby Chatfield, who Anthony Albanese chose to do a lengthy interview with during the election campaign, well, Chatfield has gone on another disturbing rant, calling, it seems, for the assassination of President Donald Trump in a now-deleted TikTok clip. This is who the Australian PM decided to sit down with.
Americans, when are you going to do it? Why isn't it already done? Every day there's another happening, right? Awful for your country. Awful, right? Why don't we redirect this energy to something else? You know? There's all these incels that are going, oh my God, so they go and do. You know what would actually make people respect you a little bit and make people want to you? Is if you did it.
Let's bring in the panel, Sky News contributors Prue McSween and Tina McQueen. Tina, what's your response to that?
Oh, this young, well, I can't say lady, is really a piece of work. If this doesn't incite violence, I don't know what does. You know, seriously, she's renowned for her vile antics on social media, and the fact that the Prime Minister gave time to sit down with her during the election campaign is absolutely disgraceful. Look, she's no example to young women. She has a history of, you know, reality TV. I was just gobsmacked by this, and I would think, I hope TikTok have taken it down. She, you know, rather than her do it voluntarily. But, you know, when you get into a fight with Clementine Ford, you've got to be very, very far left and very, very wrong. So I think that says it all, that Clementine Ford gets it to her continually, Rita.
Well, yeah, I never thought I'd be siding with Clementine Ford, but here we are, Prue. The PM is yet to meet with Donald Trump. He's got an ambassador who has said absurd things about the president. He's got senior ministers who have said absurd things. And now he's associated with this character calling for an assassination. I mean, what was he thinking of all the people he could have sat down with during the election campaign to sit down with her?
Well, sadly, he's chasing her audience, and, you know, her audience, as sadly many voters are, have the IQ of a kumquat. And, you know, she sadly is an example of this. She's a publicity hound, a publicity seeker. And Anthony Albanese has been ill-advised, but then the people advising him, particularly when it comes to social media, are just chasing votes. They don't care about what might be said or what they're representing or putting him even involved with. And it's just really terrifying that people who she has as an audience have the equal vote to the rest of us who do have a brain. And sadly, this is what's happening.
Now, we saw politicians from the Prime Minister down indulge in some questionable social media content that really nobody asked for. And not wanting to be left out, well, Senator Lydia Thorpe has joined in the fun.
Why, eh? Why can't this world live in peace and harmony? What the is the problem?
And here's Labor Senator Charlotte Walker, who's just 21 years old, giving us an insight into what her two-day work week in Canberra looked like.
I'ma be on the next level. I'ma be rocking over that bass treble. I'ma be chilling with my mother crew. I'ma be making all them deals you wanna do. I'ma be up in them A-list flicks, doing one-handed flips, and I'ma be sipping don't.
Prue, you're the PR maven. Is this content bringing these politicians closer with their voters, giving them an insight perhaps that they otherwise wouldn't have? I'm struggling to see what the point of it all is.
Well, where they're stupid is that they think that putting anything on social media is going to get them this audience engagement that they are seeking so much. What they don't understand is that the people consuming social media, these younger voters, are not stupid. They like cool stuff. None of this was cool. In fact, it was cringe. And I really feel that, you know, they're barking up the wrong tree. It's actually great. I hope they continue doing it because they just look like fools. They're compromising their integrity if they have any. I mean, that 21-year-old, what the hell is she doing in government anyway as a representative? And as you know, we all know Lydia Thorpe should be certified, and she is a total attention seeker. And here we have it. But really, this is what's wrong with politics in this country and why this country's going down the drain.
I think they'll resort to anything for relevance, and it's as simple as that, Rita. You know, any new trick to try and gain attention.